to create interactive button. So today topic is not limited with the creating a interactive button, as well as I'm going to tell you about button states. So we have the different type of button states, as well as the types of action button and their uses with example and some other types of buttons. So let's start, and first I will present you the example of the buttons. So here I have button states like default and hover, then disable, active or selected state, then focus. So while clicking on this, it is getting focused. So next, types of action buttons. So here I have primary, secondary, tertiary, primary action and destructive button, and some other types of button like fab, means floating action button, which is like generally you can see in some of the app or even in website also, to adding or something to open some side menu or some different navigation. And then text link, which is generally used in multiple places like login, forgot password or something. And then icon with a label, then icon button like a hamburger menu or a notification, and then loading process or animated button. So while loading or getting save something, so some process animation is used to run. So I will start with how to create interactive button in Axure. So let's start. Starting with the button states. So let's start and create here page, and so first we'll drag and drop the box and make their height and width. And then here select this, and here is the style. So style like the typography, so we'll say submit, select this, change the font family, and then you can select the border color and the fill color. It is same from here also, you can select and change the border color. So suppose if I have selected this, we'll take this border, so it will look proper. Now the radius, so you can make 6 pixel. I have given radius. Now the font color, so select this either from here or here, you can change the font. Now the next right click, style effect, and here you will get all the style effects like mouse over, mouse down, selected, disabled and focused. So we'll start with the mouse over, fill color, so it is the selected one. So here is a default. You can check. Here is the this color. You can take it this and same right click style effect. When it is getting mouse over, fill color, and here you will get the default button color. Now if I am getting over mouse on that button, so which color I'm giving little less opacity, and then you can change the line color also. So select the same one. Now mouse down. Once I clicked on the, or just exit from the button, or you can say like a pressed. We'll use letter this. Before that, selected, fill color, and here going to select this color and then line color. So this is the selected state. Now disable. So disable, you can make this all disable color, but I will suggest if we are using this color in a selected and this one for the normal in a default state, so we can less the opacity and line color also should have the less opacity, so it will look fine like it is in disable state. And then focused. So focus will be little highlighted or focused. So for that we'll use auto shadow. So here we'll select the same color with less opacity, and next setting the value for X and Y. So here 1 and 1, or either you can make it this 0, you can give the Y value. So you can increase or decrease the blur. So here I'm getting selected the 3. Now okay, so we can preview this. So it is while mouse over. And how to see other state, like I have given a style for the selected state, focused, disabled, and all. So just we can copy this first, and now, so while this is a default, if we want to give so hover, no interaction, just getting mouse over, and then selected one, just select this, go to interaction, new interaction, click or tap, set selected checked, this widget true, and then we can say for focus, same, select this new interaction, click or tap, and then here you will get the focus. So focus this widget. Now the another, it is getting like a default state while we are going to preview this. So these all are in default state. So here I'm getting mouse over, and every button is having the mouse over. So here I have given the selected one. Once I clicked, it is getting selected, and once I clicked, it is getting focused. So how to give by default selected or disable? So for that, we'll select this one, and here in interaction you will get show all. So click on show all and click checked selected. So it will be in selected state. So another way to do, just right click here, you will get disabled and selected. So same way we can do for the disable. So here show all and make it disable, or either just right click and here select the disable state. So it will be disabled. Now this is selected state and this is, so by default selected state and disable state, you can go to interaction and you can make it disable and selected. And for changing the style directly, you can come to interaction style effect, where you will get the mouse over style, selected style, diff and disabled and focus style, or even you can add some other style effect here. So next, before that we'll preview first. So this is in selected state by default, and this is disabled. So once I click on this, then it is getting focused. So focused, I think a little more auto shadow, we need to increase the X and Y value. So next is types of action button. So here I have an example where to use the primary, secondary, tertiary, primary action and destructive button. So just look at the example. So while we are going to create an account, we'll see this back or next or something like cancel or can proceed or something. So in this condition, we are using in the first place, and the first action will be the next after entering the email address. So while we enter the email address, we are going to press the next button. So some other options like we can go back or we can cancel this page. So this is the secondary action. So here I have used the primary button in first place, and then we have the tertiary. So some other action means less priority than primary and secondary, tertiary, and here it is like login with Facebook. So user can either enter and create account, or either they can log in with the help of Facebook. So next we have seen primary, secondary and tertiary. Now we are going to see the primary action. So primary action, most of the places like in cart, we can see like this is the first place or the action which is user is going to place the order, or you can see a call to action button like some of the advertisement or giving like a subscribe or just call now. So in that place we can use the primary action button. So next, destructive. For the destructive, like while we are going to delete an account or delete some item or it will remove permanently. So before that, we are giving this message to user like, are you sure to delete this item? So if this destructive button have some other color, so it can't be focused to the user, like we are going to remove your item once you clicked on the delete button. So this delete and submit, so both are the different. Suppose if we have used the primary action here, so user won't be like alert. So here red is kind of like alert, which is giving the value like you will lose the your account or your data if you perform this action. So for that reason, we have used here the destructive button as in red. So now the next and floating action button. So while click on this, some of the like links kind of you can say Facebook, LinkedIn kind of some small icon button is getting open, or some of the like side menus. And then read more. So read more, we have seen here like some of the button or like view price detail, and in this case, or you can say like forgot password in some of the place like uh, or create if you have the account you can log in again on something like we use this read mode. So while we are hovering this, we are getting underline, so it means like some links is there which will go to redirect. And then icon with label, and then we have this icon button that small for the notification or like a hamburger. So generally we use the outline, or either we can have the solid and above that we can place the icon. And the finally loading process animated button. So here like we can have the any kind of animation. So and today we have a lot of animated button, like some of the ripple effect also, or like in some process kind of. So now and the next I'm going to create that this animated button. How to create? So it is very easy to create the animation button. So suppose we'll use this. So suppose we are going to save some data, and it will take some process. So I'm going to drag and drop spinner. So while placing the icon, just make sure should be aligned with these values. So suppose if I have given 10 pixel, now make this save left align first, and then say 10 pixel. Now from the right, means from this side, 10 pixel. Now you can increase the left padding because we have the spinner there. So this is just near to a spinner. So we need a 10 pixel padding from that spinner. Going to give 40 pixel. And now suppose if we want to make it small, we have given 10 pixel padding from the right. So see, it will truncate. So now we'll give this 10 pixel gap from there. Next, giving the animation. So it will look good on this submit button. Okay, so we'll make this in selected state. Okay, so just right click, make it selected, and here this color change with white. Now the next, how to move this spinner. So just select interaction and then go to new interaction, load it, and then say rotate here. Select this widget or select this shape, you can name it, say rotate, and here you will get the clockwise, and here the value will be by, give 360 degree, and animate, you can give isn't cubic is fine, I think. And then here it will be in centered. Okay, fine, can say okay. So we have given rotated, and now first we'll preview. So here it is getting rotate, but once and very fast. So how to will make it smooth and running with a good way. So for that I'm going to add here weight 300 ms. So there is a multiple way you can do, or you can increase this animation time also. It will be a little slower. So like suppose if I increase this like 1000 ms, and then we'll see it is little faster. So now it is stopped, but I want it still move. Once it is saved, then it should stop. So for that I'm going to add a fire event here, rotate weight, and then fire event, and in fire event we'll select this widget and say here load it. Say okay. Now preview. So it is moving fast and non-stop. So you can make it slower also. So suppose it is 1000, you can say 3000. And instead of that you can give some other animations also, like saving. You can use the floppy icon with some background color change and all. So one quick trick to give the animation is like suppose you can select from here, you can give the style effect for mouse over, and in mouse over like we have here auto shadow, inner shadow. So as per your use you can give the different kind of mouse over, mouse down, selected, disabled and focus states. So some of the example which I'm going to say you, like suppose if you have button and you want to give some other interaction, so just select this, right click and create a dynamic panel, and in dynamic panel you can have the different state, like this is state 1, and while you're going to give some animation, so you can say any one, and here you can change the color if it is okay, it is having the mouse over. So for that you are going to change this mouse over. Yeah, we need to remove this style effect from this, and instead of that we can add some animation, like can change this color and then one more animation, can say 2, and here you can increase this. So here you can increase this, and then we can see this how it looks like, but we need to give the code. And before that I'm going to remove this style effect. So here is the mouse over, and this selected state, or we can have this, no problem with that. So just now this example here, like once I click on this to give, click or tap, now the state panel. So once I click on the state 1, it is getting changed. So how will do that? State 1 and then wait, and again can change the state. So you can select the state here, state anyone, and then wait again. So you can use this code here, and same can use here. So here it will be finally any2. So this action will perform on click. So now we are going to preview this. So it is very fast. Now you can make it this little slower. So for that, here we need to increase 250 ms, and here also 250 ms. So some kind of flickering means effect we can give there. So just you copy this and paste in the last state, which is the final one. And now animation, this anyone will be the like blank, no action. Here it will start with the state one and it will stop in anyone. So now, so you can get that pressed effect here. And the same way you can add some ripple effect or like a process effect also to adding the multiple state. So just you need to add this on click effect, and not only on click, even you can add a multiple kind of action here, like mouse move, mouse enter, mouse exit, key down, and even in moved also, and key up also. So the same code you can use in a this mouse move also, and mouse enter or exit also. So today I have covered button states. So I have created all these button states, and then types of buttons, and we talk about these other types of buttons. So how is the lesson? Please write on the comment, and we'll see in the next lesson with the new interactive component. Thank you. Thank you very much.